Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jack from CruiseCasinoMafia.com, and we're back on the public side with another video that I know people are eager to see. So over the last couple of weeks, you guys know that the creator of Baccarat Squared had taken up the challenge of trying to take a system that was really utilized, as you can see here, in a 4-block system, which was meant for up to 3 bets, and convert it over to see how it would work in a 2-bet system, with the challenge of making up to 2 units with a bankroll set of 12 units. Either it loses the 12 units or it makes the 2 units. So on a daily basis. So these are coming to us. These are actual real shoes. They're not hand-picked or anything like that. These are brand new shoes that he's grabbing on a daily basis. Has no idea how they're going to work out. And then we go through them. He goes through them. And we see the results. So this is week number 3 in our 4-week challenge. Go back and watch the original challenge video. It's on YouTube just a week or 2 ago. And then you'll see the week 1 results, week 2 results, and here's week 3. So here we go. Let's get through this video, and we've got one more of these challenge weeks to go. So here you go. This was from the Golden Nugget, okay, in Biloxi. And you will see here that this day, the system struggled a little bit, and that's perfectly normal. Nothing is perfect. Anybody that thinks that every one of these is going to look exactly the same is ridiculous. So as we've explained, there always needs to be a neighbor column of results. You're not betting on this neighbor column here if it's the beginning of the shoe, or you're just starting, whatever it is. So it's using a 1 or a 2. If you lose the 1, you bet 2. So here it lost both bets. You're down -3. You win 1 back in the next column. Okay, so you're down -2. You immediately win your first bet in the next column. You're down -1. But then look what happens. You lose both bets in the next block, and you're down -4. You win the first one, you're down -3. You win the next first bet in the next column, you're down -2. You win the first one again, you're down at -1. You win again, so you're at break even, which is now a first bet opportunity. You win it, you're up +1. The very next column, you lose your first bet, but you win your 2-unit bet, and you're done. So as you can tell here, not everything is perfect. That's not the way anything works. If anybody tells you they win every bet or whatever, you should be running, okay? So here you go. Never down -4, no real stress. And still within... How many is this? 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So that's 40 results, 43 results. So you're 43 results into the shoe. You're not betting every result, as you guys are aware. You're only making these 2 bet potentially in this challenge. And the system shows you how to do that with the private videos if you purchase Baccarat Squared. So we'll talk about that later. So there's another successful day. You had to sit there for an extra few minutes to get there, but there's your 2 units. The next day he's using Boomtown, the Boomtown shoe, a Boomtown shoe, where he plays quite a bit. And here's another one that took more than a few minutes. No real stress. Here's your neighbor column to start. It loses its first bet, wins the second bet, so it wins 1 in this block, but then goes on to lose both bets in the next block, right? Wins the first bet in the next block, so you're back to -1, right? Loses, wins, we're back to a 0, and a first bet opportunity. And here we go. Boom. Makes its first one. We're up one. Loses the first one and the next one, but wins the second. And we're done with our 2 units. All right. Next day, he's over at Imperial Palace, IP, which is where I stayed when I was in Biloxi, whatever that was, about 60 days ago or so. All right. This was an easy one. You won your first bet. You waited for the trigger for the next column. Here it is. Boom, you won your second bet. You're done. Okay? Nice and easy. Next day, he's back at IP. Triggers, trigger. Wins the first bet. I don't know what happened here. This should be a yellow. I probably didn't change that. Oh, Jesus. There it goes. Won the first bet. Okay. And won the instant bet the next column over. So these were 2 days in a row. You basically sat down for 5 seconds and won. And that's it for week 3. So what do we learn here? We learn that sometimes you've got to, if you're going to use a 1-2, which is what he's using here, a 1-2, it's a grinding progression. That's the whole point. But with the grind, you're also getting far less volatility and a much lower bankroll, right? Much lower bankroll. So the first 2 days, you had to play a little longer. And you still came out perfectly fine. And the next few days were all fairly straightforward. You were out of there in 5 minutes, basically. It was like nothing. You sat down and you were done. Not 5 minutes, because God knows when it comes to Baccarat how long some of these hands take because of the craziness. So I shouldn't make that comment 5 minutes. But whatever it is, you sat down within a very quick time. You were done for the day with your 2 units. So anybody that's new and is watching this video that hasn't seen the other ones, this doesn't really explain anything. So you've got to go back, you've got to watch the original challenge video and watch the other weeks. So the system that's being used here is called Baccarat Squared, all right? It is not a system that we designed from Cruz Casino Mafia. It was designed using analysis and statistics. And new versions of the system come out when it is necessary based on changes and analyzation of the actual live shoes that are coming in from the community that purchased Baccarat Squared. And that's how the tweaks are being done over time. Now, the normal system is a 3-bet system here. Okay, up to 3 bets instead of just 2. So for the challenge, he's isolated this, dummied it down to a 1-2, and only used 2 of the bet selections out of the 3. So it's a version of the Baccarat Squared version 3 that all the purchasers get, okay? And there's a video explaining this, along with all the other videos that have come out regarding version 3. And this is how you get Baccarat Squared. Baccarat Squared is not available to the public. Baccarat Squared, it's a special deal that was made between the developer and Cruz Casino Mafia, because we helped him with analysis and with stats and with everything else and putting things together. And we begged him to make it available to our members, and he said yes. So the way that you can get Baccarat Squared, you have to become a member of CruzCasinoMafia.com, a lifetime member, which right now is substantially discounted, and it's not going to stay that way, because as soon as the new website is up and running, at some point in the next 3 weeks or so, whatever that may be, the price for the lifetime membership is finally changing from the introductory amount that we've had for over a year and a half to what it's going to be. So you can use the code MAFIA and the number 50 now to not only get the discounted rate that's currently there, but get another $50 on top of it. And what's happening is anybody that's a member of Cruise Casino Mafia, to make sure that people can get the system that actually want it, I am giving him a portion of my Cruise Casino Mafia, the money that comes in, and basically donating that as a credit to your purchase of Baccarat Squared. So you're getting a discount on that. So for anybody that's interested in getting involved, you've got to become a member of cruisecasinomafia.com first as a lifetime member. And then just send me an email letting me know that you want to be involved with Baccarat Squared. I'll give you the information. I'll give you the payment options that are currently available to do that. Once you purchase, I'll send you out an email that gives you all the videos for all the versions of Baccarat Squared that came before the latest version, version 3. Everything. And then you're going to get the special video showing you how this challenge was done if you want to dummy it down and use a 1-2, and a $1 million bankroll builder plan, 2 of them, that you can use that were specifically made on how to use this version of it, the 1-2 version, to be able to take a small bankroll, a small base unit, and build it up so that you're going from, let's say, a $5 or a $15 or a $25 base bet up to hundreds of dollars as your base bet. So it can be done. It can be done quickly because now the win rate is so good and you have such a smaller bankroll that's needed, which is the key, obviously, to making it even easier to move up one of these bankroll builder plans. So that's it for now. There's no reason to make this video any longer. If like the video, please subscribe to the channel, guys. And we're going to have a lot more coming. As always, we have a great roulette system we're going to be rolling out publicly so that everybody can get their hands on that. A lot of stuff for Baccarat and craps as always. And man, this week's roundup video with all the links for existing members have a ton of systems in them the last 2 weeks. And they're really good, really good. If you're tired of eBay, Amazon schemes, all kinds of garbage, social media posts, multi-level marketing, and of course, learning some guru method to trade options and crypto and stock and all these things that you have to use brokers. There's all kinds of problems with broker manipulation, outside influences that have nothing to do with technical indicators, all kinds of problems. If you're fed up, if you've had enough, join us at cruisecasinomafia.com. Because as I say, if you learn these systems, if you learn any of the 400 plus systems and you pick the ones that work best for you, you will never have to look at technical indicators. You will never have to worry about broker fees or broker manipulation. You will never have to worry about governmental reports coming out. And out of the blue, your stock, your Forex currency, whatever it may be, crashes and burns, and there's nothing you could do about it. What about quarterly reports? Can you do anything about those? No. So if you want to take control of your financial future in a situation where we already know the math doesn't change in craps. The math doesn't change in roulette. It doesn't change. You simply have to have the right money management and the right strategies to combine and play it methodically. Because we don't have days where the Federal Reserve announces an interest rate hike. We don't have days where the CEO of a company gets arrested and the stock plunges. We don't have days where a hurricane happens and all of a sudden the crops in the futures market for oranges or soybeans go to hell and you lose all your money out of the blue, and there's no way you would have known that that was going to happen. All of these things have happened to me. That's why I have such specifics when I explain them. None of these things happen when you're taking the casino and using it as an asset class. That's what it's all about. Join us, cruisecasinomafia.com.